Welcome back. All right, so I'm opting to start today with a video I knew was going to take forever to set up, so it took over an hour. There are 30 games on this board. I've used stats from the month of November for all these players. I did not include the season record between teams and when they're going to meet again because there was no room for it in this bottom column here. And I didn't want to go two full boards with previews, with a preview video. There are 15 games on Friday, there are 11 games on Saturday, and then there are 4 games on Sunday. All right. So with all that understood, let's go ahead. We'll jump right in with Friday, starting at noon Eastern. So that's 9 a.m. Pacific. The Tampa Bay Lightning playing in Detroit against the Wings. Tampa Bay 14-7-2 overall. They're 9-3 in the month of November. Kucherov leading them in scoring this month. 12 games, 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points. So he's playing very well. Yanni Gord, quiet. 12 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. At least comparatively speaking to, say, 4 or 5 years ago. That is fine. On the Detroit side, with each team, I've picked one of the top 2 scorers. So the number 1 scorer for the first game they've got on the board, number 2 scorer for the second game on the board, and then just somebody that's a little bit quieter. In the Detroit side of things, they're 13-10-1. They're 5-6-1 in the month of November. Raymond, 12 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points for Raymond so far this month. And Finney quieted down after a fast start, 12 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. At 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, the New York Rangers playing in Boston against the Bruins. The Rangers, 12-11-2 overall. They are 7-6 in the month of November. Panarin leading them in scoring this month, 13 games, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points. Taylor Raddysh, 13 games, 2 assists for Raddysh thus far this month. On the Boston side, they are 14-11 overall. They're 8-4 in their last 12 games, or in the month of November is where I'm going with that. So month of November, they're 8-4. Connor Geeky, 12 games. He's 8-4. 8 goals, 4 assists for 12 points. Elias Lindholm's been back for 2 games. He does not have a point as of yet. 3:30 Eastern, not that he doesn't have a purpose. He does have a purpose. He just doesn't have a point on the score sheet. 12:30 Eastern, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Colorado 17-1-5 overall. They are 10-0-1 in the month of November. McKinnon leading them in scoring this month, 11 games, 9 goals, 12 assists, 21 points. Landeskog started to come up a bit, 11 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. On the Minnesota side, they are 13-7-4. They're 10-1-1 this month, so they're playing very well. This is the perfect test, right, Colorado? Boldy, 12 games, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points, is their leading scorer this month. Buiam, 12 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points for the rookie defenseman. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. So I don't know that there's going to be a time for me to actually review early games before the later ones get started because a lot of them start at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. So New Jersey playing in Buffalo. This should be a fun one. New Jersey, 15-7-1 overall, 7-4-1 in the month of November. Nico Hischier, 12 games, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Paul Cotter, 12 games, 2 assists this month. On the Buffalo side, they're 9-10-4 overall. They're 5-6-1 this month. Tage Thompson leading them in scoring this month, 12 games, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. Owen Power, 12 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific start. The Calgary Flames playing in Florida against the Panthers. Calgary's 8-14-3 overall. They're 6-6-1 this month. So they've had a decent November. The Florida Panthers, 12-10-1, 7-5 in the month of November. On the Calgary side, Rasmus Anderson, their leading scorer this month. 12 games, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. Klapka. I'm going to put Klapka on the board again. I'm impressed. He's got a regular spot in the NHL. 13 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. Proves dreams come true. On the Florida side, Marchand, 12 games, 9 goals, 6 assists, 15 points. How much longer can Marchand turn back the clock? Ekblad, 11 games, 4 assists for Aaron Ekblad so far in the month of November. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific start for the Philadelphia Flyers in the New York, playing it at UBS against the New York Islanders. The Philadelphia Flyers 12-7-3 overall. They're 6-4-2 this month. Konechny, their leading scorer this month, 12 games, 2 goals, 9 assists for 11 points. Bobby Brink, he should be traded to the Boston Bruins. 12 games, 3 goals. I'm never going to let that go. It's not going to happen. So 3 points for Brink this month. Sure, trade him off to Boston. See what they can do. I want to say Bobby Brink of the Boston Bruins once in my lifetime. I've said it. I want it to be reality once in my lifetime. The Islanders are 13-9-2 overall, or 8-4-1 this month of November. Horvat's their leading scorer, 13 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points this month. Anthony Duclair, 13 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Keep waiting for him to get on a bit of a goal-scoring streak. Also at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, the Ottawa Senators playing in St. Louis against the Blues. Ottawa 12-7-4 overall. They're 6-2-3 in their last 11 games in the month of November. I can see normally this column is the last 10 games, and today I decided, we'll do it a little different. My brain's still seeing that as in their last 10 games, they've played 11. Whoops. Stützle, 11 games played this month, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. He is their leading scorer. Lars Eller, 11 games, no points this month. He's got to get something, right? On the St. Louis side, they are 7-10-7 this month. They're 4-4-5. So they're getting points. Falk leading him in scoring, 13 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points in the month of November. Buchnevich, just the 4 assists in 13 games. He is overdue for some 2-goal games here. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, the Montreal Canadiens playing in Vegas against the Golden Knights. These are two teams that have been getting points, but we feel like they could be a little better, don't we? Montreal's 12-7-3 overall. They're 4-4-3 this month. Suzuki, 11 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points so far in the month of November. Bolduc had some points yesterday. Now has 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points in 11 games in the month of November. So that shows how cold he'd been going into that game. So maybe he gets some more points before the weekend's out. For Vegas, they're 10-5-8. This month, they're 4-3-5. So yes, that third column's really propping them up, but they need to get some more wins. Eichel, 12 games, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points, leading them in scoring for the month of November. Dorofeev has quieted down after a very noisy October. 12 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points for Dorofeev. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific start. The LA Kings playing in Anaheim against the Ducks. So matinee game between these two should be fun because it's two California teams. They never like each other. LA 11-6-6 overall. They are 6-3-2 in the month of November. Kopitar leading them in scoring this month. 11 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Trevor Moore, 3 assists in 11 games for him thus far. On the Anaheim side, they're 14-8-1. They're 8-5 this month. Gauthier, 13 games, 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points. Vetrano, 13 games, 2 goals for Frank Vetrano. Also at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, the Vancouver Canucks playing in San Jose against the Sharks. Vancouver 10-12-2 overall. They're 4-6-2 in the month of November. On the San Jose side, they're 11-10-3, but they're 8-4-1 in the month of November. They're coming off that 6-0 loss against Colorado, but who doesn't Colorado beat? On the Vancouver side, their leading scorer this month, Quinn Hughes, 10 games, 1 goal, 14 assists for 15 points. David Kampf has played 4 games so far this month with Vancouver, yet to record his first point. On the San Jose side, Celebrini, their leading scorer this month, 13 games, 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points. Eklund, just 3 assists in 9 games so far this month for William Eklund. 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. We have the Toronto Maple Leafs playing in Washington against the Caps. Toronto 10-10-3 overall. They are 5-5-2 in the month of November. So remarkably consistently mediocre. I don't think they should make that their team motto, but it could move some t-shirts. Nylander, 11 games, 8 goals, 8 assists, 16 points to lead them in scoring this month. He's been fantastic. Domi, 2 assists in 12 games. They need a little more scoring from Domi. I know that's not his game at this point, but feels like he should be scoring a little more. The Capitals, 13-9-2 overall, 7-4-2 in the month of November. Ovechkin, 13 games, 9 goals, 6 assists, 15 points. He's been playing very well. Lapierre, 3 assists in 13 games. I still think Lapierre's got a little more offensive upside than what we've seen so far this year. 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific start. Winnipeg playing in Carolina against the Hurricanes. Winnipeg's in trouble. 12-10 overall, 4-7 this month. Connor leading him in scoring this month, 11 games, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. Jonathan Toews, 11 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. I like Toews, but this was the concern I had when they made him their second-line center. I didn't think there'd be enough offense from that second-line center position, and I think that is part of what's going on with Winnipeg. On the Carolina side, 14-7-2 is their overall record, 7-4-2 in the month of November. Aho, 13 games, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points to lead them in scoring this month. Stankoven, waiting for more offense from him too. 13 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. If Carolina gets tired of Stankoven, they could always move him to one of my favorite teams. I'd be fine with that. He's already been on one of my favorite teams, but be fine. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. Pittsburgh playing in Columbus against the Blue Jackets. Pittsburgh 11, 6, and 5 overall. They're 3, 4, and 3 in the month of November. Crosby, 10 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points to lead them in scoring this month. Letang, just the 2 assists in 10 games. On the Columbus side, they're 11, 9, and 5, but they're 5, 5, and 4 this month. Werenski leading him in scoring, 14 games, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Sillinger needs some goals out of Cole Sillinger. Just 4 assists in 13 games so far this month. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. The Nashville Predators playing in Chicago against the Blackhawks. Nashville, 7, 12, and 4 overall. They are 3, 6, and 2 so far this month. Forsberg, 11 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points, leading them in scoring, but Marchessault is not. Not anywhere near that. 11 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points for Marchessault. On the Chicago side, they're 10, 8, and 5 overall. They're 5, 4, and 3 in the month of November. Bedard's their leading scorer this month because, of course, 12 games, 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. And Mikheyev, 12 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, has slowed down recently. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. The Utah Mammoth playing in Dallas against the Stars. So this is unusual. You have an all-day hockey on Friday. And the latest games start at 5 o'clock. So the review will still be up early-ish, but it's going to be a lot of games to review. Utah, 12, 9, and 3 overall, 4, 6, and 3 so far this month. Cooley, 13 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. That 4-goal game helped to propel him to number 1 in their scoring list this month. Schwartz, 13 games. Not Schwartz, Schmaltz. I've always had that one little thing where I will get Schmaltz and Schwartz mixed up. That's why when there was a Schwartz, there we go, Schwartz. I'll just saw off the middle. But when there was a Schmaltz and a Schwartz on the same team, drove me insane. It was Blues, right? So yeah, Schmaltz this month, 13 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Now they're not in the same team, but I'm still making the mistake. On the Dallas side, 15, 5, and 4 record overall, 9, 2, and 2. In the month of November, Robertson, 13 games, 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points. He has arrived this month. Ben, since he came back, 5 games, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. So, I mean, I make the odd error while I'm speaking during the previews, but it's fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. All right, let's get into Saturday, shall we? Saturday, as I mentioned, we have a lot of games that day as well. Starting at 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, so thank you, NHL Scheduling, for a little bit later start than usual on a Saturday. Tampa Bay playing in New York against the Rangers. Tampa Bay 14, 7, and 2. They're 9 and 3 this month, and they got embarrassed by the Rangers. They're going to try to go into MSG and do the same to them, which, I mean, fair. The Rangers have had their problems at home. If they turn that around, they can start thinking playoffs are quite possible. For the Rangers, they're 12, 11, and 2 overall. They're 7 and 6 so far in the month of November. On the Tampa side, Hagel leads them in scoring this month. Almost. Kucherov's number 1. Hagel, 11 games, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points. So Hagel's had a very good month. Gonçalves, just the 1 goal in 12 games so far this month. I really thought we'd see more offense from Gonçalves than what we've seen this year, based on how he finished last season. The Rangers, Fox, their second leading scorer, 13 games, 13 assists. Carrick, 1 assist in 13 games so far this month. 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific start. The Montreal Canadiens playing in Colorado. So the Avs play in Minnesota, and then they play at home against Montreal. I'm wearing an Avs jersey. I think they should at least win one of the two, if not both. Montreal 12, 7, and 3 overall. They're 4, 4, and 3 so far in the month of November. Caulfield, 11 games, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. Slavkovsky, 11 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Slavkovsky still waiting for that big breakthrough offensively over a full season. On the Colorado side, as mentioned before, 17, 1, and 5 record, 10, 0, and 1 in the month of November. Natchez, 11 games, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Clearly really enjoying himself in Colorado to sign the extension. He's still being very productive. Kiviranta just played the 1 game. He had a goal in that 1 game. That's how you make an impression in your 1 game. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific start. The Edmonton Oilers in Seattle against the Kraken. Edmonton 10, 10, and 5 overall. 5, 6, and 2 in the month of November. McDavid, 13 games, 7 goals, 13 assists, 20 points. The leading scorer for Edmonton during the month of November. Hyman's been back for 6 games. He has just the 2 assists. They need some goals from Hyman. On Seattle, they're 11, 6, and 6 overall. They're 6, 4, and 3 in the month of November. Tolvanen, 12 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Has been their top point producer in November. Shane Wright, 13 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Got to get it to where he's up around a point per game. He's not there yet. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. Detroit playing in Boston against the Bruins. Detroit 13-10-1, 5-6-1 in the month of November. So they play at home against Tampa, and then they play in Boston. Really good test. Lots of games here for my next power rankings. We'll see how it goes. Detroit, DeBrincat, 12 games, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. He's on a heater. Van Riemsdyk, 10 games, just the 2 goals. I think they're both power play goals, too. On the Boston side, 14-11 is their record, 8-4 over the month of November. Pasternak, 12 games, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. I wanted to put Aspero's name on the board because he has a decent plus-minus. I think he's playing all right, but he has no points in 10 games so far this month. So he has been, I think, good, but yet to get on the score sheet. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. Philadelphia playing in New Jersey against the Devils. Philadelphia 12-7-3 overall. They are 6-4-2 in their last 10. New Jersey 15-7-1 overall and 7-4-1 in their last 10. On the Philadelphia side, Dvorak, 12 games, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points for him in November. Couturier, 12 games, just the 1 goal to go with 4 assists for 5 points. On the New Jersey side, they're 15-7-1 as I mentioned, so we'll skip past the record. Nobody watches the previews, it's fine. Meyer, 12 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points for Meyer so far this month. And Dougie Hamilton, 8 games played, just the 1 assist so far. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, Toronto playing in Pittsburgh against the Penguins. This is the Kyle Dubas game. Dubas' former team against his current. Toronto, as I mentioned, 10-10-5 overall, 5-5-2 over the month of November. Tavares, 12 games, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points for him this month. Joshua, just the 2 assists in 11 games. Haven't seen the big bounce back from Joshua offensively either. On the Pittsburgh side, 11-6-5 overall, 3-4-3 in their last 10, as previously mentioned. Malkin, 10 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. So Malkin has slowed down since that really fast start. Mantha has as well. 10 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. So feels like there's a lot of regression going on with Pittsburgh. Probably part of the reason that they're 3-4-3 in the month of November. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start. Winnipeg in Nashville. So if Winnipeg comes off of a loss in Carolina, they can try to salvage things in Nashville. We'll see. Winnipeg, as mentioned, 12-10 overall, 4-7 so far this month. Morrissey, 11 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. He's had a good time of it. Nemesnikov, not so much. 1 goal in 11 games for Nemesnikov so far this month. On the Nashville side, 7-12-4 record, 3-6-2 in the month of November. Bunting, 11 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. He's brought up his trade value. So in the event they decide to move Bunting, I think he might be one of the more movable players since clearly the Preds are for sale. At least the players, not the team. The players, it's a sell-off of the... Nobody watches. Svechkov, 11 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points for Svechkov so far in November. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. Utah playing in St. Louis against the Blues. Utah 12-9-3 overall. 4-6-3 so far this month. Keller, 13 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points for him in November. Whereas Brandon Tanev, I know he's not an offensively minded player, but no points in 13 games. Got to get on the score sheet here. St. Louis, as I mentioned before, 7-10-7 record, 4-4-5 so far in the month of November. Thomas, 12 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Braden Shen, 13 games, 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start. Buffalo playing in Minnesota against the Wild. Buffalo 9-10-4 overall, 5-6-1 in the month of November. Tuck, 12 games, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points for him so far this month. Byram, 12 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Still there. I'm starting to think, between Byram and Power, and this is why I put these guys on the board, also because they're not scoring as much as the guys above them, but it's not like Byram's struggling. But, I mean, would they consider moving Power instead of Byram if Byram's more productive and if he's a little bit better at this point? Owen Power, would he draw trade interest? Buffalo's got to figure something out. Minnesota, 13-7-4 record, 10-1-1 in the month of November. They probably take a loss against Colorado, so they'll be looking for a win against Buffalo. Kaprizov this month, 12 games, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. Good production from Kaprizov. Foligno, 12 games, just the 2 assists for Marcus Foligno this month. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. San Jose playing in Vegas against the Golden Knights, so they go from playing at home in Vancouver to playing in Vegas. San Jose, as mentioned, 11-10-3 overall, 8-4-1 in their last, in the month of November. I keep wanting to say last 10. Smith, 13 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points for Will Smith this month. And Gaudette, 11 games, 2 goals. He's a very hot and cold scorer, and so Gaudette right now not getting the goals. But they could happen. It happened a couple times with Ottawa where he just got on a run. And Vegas, 10-5-8 overall, 4-3-5 in the month of November. Barbashev, 12 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points for Barbashev. And Saad, 12 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. One thing to keep an eye on with Gaudette, used to play on Vancouver, might be a motivator. Maybe gets a goal against Vancouver in the Friday night game. So we shall see. All right. Whew. Oh, I'm not done yet. Because then we got one more game and then I'm done. Good thing nobody watches the previews. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. I kid. Vancouver in LA against the Kings. Vancouver 10-12-2 overall. They are 4-6-2 so far this month. Pettersson's their second leading scorer in the month of November. 12 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. Sherwood, 12 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. His goal scoring has come down as we knew it would. And I'm sure that if the Canucks do decide to trade Sherwood, that's going to be a talking point. That, well, he's kind of peaked and this kind of thing. Then LA, 11-6-6 overall, 6-3-2 in the month of November. Fiala, 11 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. And Brant Clark, 11 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points so far this month. So we'll see what happens. Remember, Vancouver and LA has been kind of a tough matchup for Vancouver. The style of hockey the Kings play is one that Vancouver does not do well against. At least traditionally hasn't. Maybe it'll be different with Adam Foote coaching him. All right, now we're up to Sunday. All right, now we can talk about Sunday. All right, Sunday's games, as I mentioned, just 4, and then we're done. I'm done. And then move on to other things for today. But Sunday is, it's not too bad. Starting at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, the Washington Capitals playing in New York against the Islanders. Washington 13-9-2. They are 7-4-2 this month, and this is kind of fun. The Islanders are also 13-9-2, and they're 8-4-1 in the month of November. Chychrun, 13 games, 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 points on a heater. Protas, not so much. 13 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. I'm surprised Protas hasn't equaled the amount of goals and the production he had last season. For the Islanders, Barzal, 13 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. And Holmstrom, 12 games, just the 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. Then at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, the Anaheim Ducks playing in Chicago against the Blackhawks. Anaheim 14-8-1 overall, 8-5 in the month of November. Leo Carlson, 13 games, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. He's arrived. And Minchukov, just the 1 assist in 10 games that he's played so far this month. Chicago 10-8-5 overall, 5-4-3 in the month of November. Bertuzzi, 10 games, 10 goals, 4 assists, 14 points. He's played really well. Donato, 12 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Bertuzzi has stolen the goals from Donato. Why is nobody talking about it? A lot of the goals that Bertuzzi's getting this year are the kind that Donato was getting last year, so it's just switched. 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific start. Calgary playing in Carolina against the Hurricanes. Calgary 8-14-3, as I mentioned here, 6-6-1 over the month of November. And Coronado, 13 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points for Coronado. Beecher has played 4 games since joining the Flames, has the 1 assist so far. On Carolina, they're 14-7-2 overall, 7-4-2 in the month of November. Ehlers, 13 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. And Nystrom, 13 games, 3 assists for Nystrom. I like Nystrom. I think he's good. 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific start. So again, it ends relatively early on Friday. It ends relatively early on Sunday. I appreciate that. I'm still overtired from last night's concert and then doing the review last night. It reminds me why, as a general rule, I do not go out and watch hockey games on really busy nights in the NHL, because it leads to me I feel hungover, and I didn't have any alcohol last night. I really wanted one of those peach ciders or peach spritzers. I heard that, and as soon as I heard it, I went, oh, peach spritzer. Yeah, okay. I like the fruity drinks. What can I say? So 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific start. Ottawa, I know. Get on with it. Ottawa playing in Dallas against the Stars, so this is a good way to finish out this 30-game board. Ottawa, 12-7-4 overall, 6-2-3 during the month of November. Batherson, 11 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points for Drake Batherson so far this month. Perron, 4 assists in 11 games this month, so due for a goal. On the Dallas side, 15-5-4 is their record, 9-1-2 in the month of November. It's still November, right? When I started this video, it was November. Is it still November? Rantanen, 12 games, 6 goals, 10 assists, 16 points. He is going to be returning from his 1-game suspension, so that'll learn him. Foxa, 12 games, 6 assists. So Radek Fox is due for a goal as well. The interesting thing, too, is this does round out the month of November completely. And then we get into December when this is done. We're already getting into December. A lot of games last night. I still have not updated the power rankings based on what happened last night. I will be doing that today. I will have a lot of power ranking movement because we've got 15, so that's 26, plus the 15 last night. It's 41 games before the next power rankings that I haven't updated. So, of course, I don't know the future. I wish I did. That'd be nice. I could have just made an eye appointment like a couple months ago. And like, yeah, I need my eyes fixed. Are you sure? Yeah. And then they would have looked and gone, yeah, you're right. Just be psychic about the, health. Anyways, there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. This should be the longest preview I do all year. This should be the biggest preview I do all year. I only had 4 magnets left, so there are 4 teams that didn't play 2 games. So when I was putting the stats on the board, those 4 teams are Florida, Columbus, Edmonton, and Seattle. I always have these 64 magnets, the 4 in my hand included, on this board so that I'm not, hunting around looking for... I have certain magnets I use for different things. So all the review magnets that I use are on a board, a 4x2 board of its own. And then I've got the news board where I've got the set of 32 that I use for that. And, of course, the geographical ones I like to use for the other types of videos I do as well. So, anyways, the state and the provincial ones, yeah, they stay on a board of their own. People ask how many boards I have. I don't know if you want to know. I don't know. I've also got a whole bunch of flag magnets that I'm making in anticipation of the Olympics and next year's World Cup of Soccer. So, there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, as I said, and all the support. It's been absolutely fantastic. I will talk to you again soon enough.